Today we're gonna purge, bleed a new master cylinder. Okay, the first thing is we had to take these loose, and I just had them in there finger tight, just for temporary being. And then we have this nice little kit from where? O'Reilly's, right there on the table, and it's basically a universal master cylinder bleeder kit. And you just basically got to go through here and find which ones fill in the holes. And then there's two pieces that should be the two pieces in your hand. And then there should be a clip. And all we're going to do is we're going to take those and put them on there. And then you take the hoses and put them in their respective chambers. And then you can use this little clip to hold it in place. Like that. Just like that. That's how it works. And it'll hold it down to the bottom on both sides.
Think.
All right. Then all we need to do is get some brake fluid. All right. So you're probably going to need quite a bit. Especially since changing the master cylinder and having fluid already in the lines is one thing, but changing it and having the lines being completely dry, that's another. All right. And most of the times when you do that, you're going to start catching bubbles. Up right there. See it? Yep. And then you what he's doing is he's pressing on the brake pedal to blow the bubbles.
Don't do it fast.
Don't do it fast, because yeah, you'll wear it.
Watch the front line.
Yep. That's still air bubbles. And he's just, how fast would you say, but just kind of like slowly pushing it? There we go. All right, there we go. Okay, and then we're still getting air. Yep. There's another bubble. Here it comes. Blub, 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 blub. There's a lot of cavity in there. Those pistons and everything inside. It holds more fluid than what you think. And he's not pushing it fast. He's just kind of like working it. And that's all you got to do is, like they call it bench bleeding. You're doing the same thing. You're not forcibly hitting that pedal really quick. You're working the air bubbles out of the system.
As an eye tech, you learn very quickly the faster you make fluid move, the more air that's produced.
Good point. Faster you make air move, the faster you make what?
Fluid move.
Faster you make, the faster you make fluid move, the more that cavitation. Yeah. Yep, and we are still catching air.
Air just made.
Yep. Yep, the little bubbles. It made its own little bubbles, and it went back into the master cylinder. Plus, a master cylinder is designed to be gravity fed. So the longer it sits, like sometimes you might have an air bubble in your line somewhere, but gravity will eventually work it out. But still, you don't want to have that issue. You want to make sure that you've gotten all the air you can, oxygen out of this system. What? Back one ain't moving much. Like it was already done. You've lost a little bit, but it's not popping any bubbles right now. Actually, you can hear it pushing the air through the empty lines. So far, we ain't got no leaks yet, but then it's actually, that's the air coming from the system. It's got nowhere else to go but here. It's got nowhere else to go but here. That's the air coming actually out of the dry system. And it's going to really go once he pops that first bleeder off.
I think you good. That back section is?
Yeah, I think you're good. You ain't got no more air bubbles in the back section. You're good. Maybe you ought to sit in there and press it with your foot, or that's what I'll do.
I would do that, however, nowhere to really sit and get your foot in there, but
I'll figure it out. All right. That's going to make a little bit of a mess. See? And then you just, just bend it around wherever you need it. Back around my hand.
look at it.
Yep. It's bleeding air. Gravity. That's what I was talking about. Gravity is bleeding air. And then, yep, it's 9/16 and then just give her the squish, because you're going to hear the same thing out of this as you heard of the front one. It's going to like be pushing air because of the back brakes.
All right.
All right.
To the back passenger side.
To the back passenger. Well, we got to add some more fluid quick. I used quite a bit up. What we do with it? Oh, it's in there. All right, so what's the rule of thumb with brakes, with bleeding brakes? You start with the bleeder that's the farthest away from the master cylinder. So we're going to go back right corner, back passenger side, back driver side, passenger side, driver side. That's where we're. Pedal feels right. Pedal should have about 2 inches of stroke, and then you hit pressure. That's about the way it works. That's why it's got built in. That works with the brake switch on the pedal itself. It's got to have enough stroke for it to brake it so that the brake lights come on. But been my experience, about 2 inches of stroke before you feel it hit the pressure of that master cylinder. And then you should be pretty good. And that's a matter of just driving around. And the only thing that we don't have available on this right now is vacuum. I haven't run it long enough for it to be running vacuum, and I haven't pumped it up with it running. So y'all have a great day, because a great day today could be everything fixed in a trustable brake system on your truck or hot rod in the morning. Y'all be good.